Are GLP-1 patches a scam, or are they actually something that you should buy? So this week I come across a video on YouTube, thought I'd react to it, and the difference between the last video is that I actually did watch bits of it and sort of prepare myself so that I knew I weren't saying the wrong things, but that wasn't a true reaction when looking back on reflection. So with this one, I have literally found it, and I'm going to react as I go along now. So I'm hoping that I know my stuff, and let's go through it.
The other little thing on my wrist, I want to share this with you. My friend influenced me to buy these. These are GLP-1 patches from Kind Patches. I found them at Bloomingdale's. Disclaimer, they are not actually GLP-1.
So straight away, they're not even GLP-1. I mean, looking at them, the actual hormone GLP-1 exists within the body anyway. And when we use the injections, so Ozempic, Mounjaro, Wegovy, they increase the hormone levels by 1,000 times that of a natural person has. So that's why you literally are suppressing someone's appetite. The idea that these are not FDA or MHRA approved, so they don't have the clinical evidence that comes with a lot of medication. Now, one thing is a lot of medication may still be effective, but it doesn't have that approval yet. But the fact that these are being influenced by a friend, they've been, I mean, looking at the rest of the profile, it's all about fashion and other things, non-medical. So straight away, there's a few red flags there. And the fact that it doesn't have GLP-1 in it and they've advertised it as a GLP-1 patch would draw up quite a lot of red flags straight away. So let's see what it does include.
They have the effects of GLP-1 for craving support. So far, so good. They're working. I don't know if it's just mental. What's in here is...
I mean, straight away, it's just mental. The placebo effect or nocebo, if you have a negative effect from a medication, is so powerful. I mean, the evidence for placebos goes back many years, and the power of psychology is just a big thing within medicine and in life in general. And the sad thing for me is I've just done a few YouTube shorts, Instagram reels, etc., showing that we've created this society where people believe a pill can fix anything, when in reality we don't do any hard work anymore. So we literally look for the easiest way out. Yes, a lot of pills do fix a lot of things, and I am a pharmacist. I do prescribe medication. I do advocate for treatment in the right circumstances, but I do not advocate for the first point of call to be go and grab a medication. So when it comes to weight gain, weight loss, I always say this about family members. If you would have said 20 years ago that you could take a medication once a week and it would lose weight without you doing anything to your lifestyle, it would answer most people's dreams. And it's come out. It come out in the form of liraglutide, which was Saxenda, and now it's come all the way up to Mounjaro, which now loses 22.5% of your body weight within a 72-week period, which is absolutely insane considering you can continue to have fast food, not exercise, drink alcohol, all these things that go against a healthy diet and lose that amount of weight. And it's something that frustrates me all the time, is that weight is used as this healthy marker in terms of if someone is healthy, they would merely just be someone who was a lighter version of themselves. Now, one thing is, if you are overweight or obese, by decreasing your weight, there is no doubt that it will improve your health, but that it will only improve your health so far, because I always use this counter argument. If weight was the biggest determinant in someone's health, then people who are homeless, drug users on the streets, they would be the healthiest people in society, but that's not the case. So once you get down to a certain weight, which will enable you to move more, then you need to focus on cardiorespiratory fitness. You need to work on all the vitamins, I'm just sounding like American, and all the vitamins and minerals that are going into your body. It's just not merely how you look on the outside, and that is one thing. I've actually gone so far off topic, I actually don't know where I'm up to now, but I think the point that people are reaching for a patch straight away, as opposed to just basic principles, move more, eat better, sleep well, that will do a lot more than these patches, because from what I've seen or heard about these in the recent past, a lot of people are losing maybe 4 pounds over 4 months, which is nothing miraculous when you compare that to probably 10%, 15% of your body weight with a GLP-1 injection. But anyway, let's get into what's in these things.
Is berberine extract, pomegranate extract, vitamin B, riboflavin, niacin, and some other things. Look it up.
And some other things, look it up. So straight away, you're taking health influence and advice from someone who's not going to know too much about what the ingredients are. They've got to read it off and they still don't even know what they are. A lot of them are multivitamins, B vitamins, get it from a balanced diet. You don't need a multivitamin tablet. Again, the evidence around that is mainly marketing scams, just getting people to purchase things that they think they need. If you've got a balanced diet, you don't really need a lot of these things. Same with electrolytes, but that's in another conversation. Berberine, from what I know, again, because it's a herbal product and herbal products do not have the regulation that a medicinal product does. So I think I went through this on a podcast a couple of months ago, is that when you have a herbal supplement or a vitamin, for example, you can set up within the UK as a food business operative, I think it is, and then basically you can sell a supplement. You can make ridiculous claims. It's classed as a food product, not a medicinal product, doesn't have the same regulations, and it can go on the market, which is terrifying, really. And if you've got someone with the right voice, the right following, and you put it in their hands, a lot of people will just literally feed off them and they will get this product thinking it's going to change their life. So going back to multivitamins, if you've got a balanced diet, you don't need it, and a lot of these things within it are B vitamins. Berberine, which is where I went off topic before, I think that works on, I think there's a pathway AMPK, which some other medications work on. The evidence, again, because it's not being studied in great enough numbers, it may turn out to be this miracle herbal supplements, it may do, but at this moment in time I don't feel like anyone can confidently say this is going to affect your life for the greater over the basic things that I've just listed before.
There is no GLP-1, but it is supposed to mimic the effects of, so you don't have the sugar and salt cravings like I do. Enough about that. The other little,
so the sugar and salt cravings, so this is the thing that gets me about health in general anyway, health and well-being, is that people want to try and facilitate their current bad habits, when in reality a human wasn't designed to be in a situation of overindulgence. We were always supposed to anyway be in an area of scarce supplies, etc. That's why when we do eat certain things, we predisposedly put that on as fat, and our genes haven't really evolved to the same extent that the modern lifestyle has, where we have ultra processed foods, where we have all these things where the human body just hasn't had enough time to adapt. We are now in an energy abundant state, meaning that we've never lived like this in our lives before, so anything that we do consume, we don't need to really worry about putting it away as fat, but because we haven't evolved, we still will do anyway. And again, I keep going off topic because there was only a short video here, but the reality is, if you want something hard enough, you need to work towards it. Salt and sugar cravings, the human body doesn't need all these things that we have in the modern day diet, so in reality you just need to cut it out. But because of the way we are, we want to try and appease what someone else is doing or what we're doing in our own situation. I just feel as though you need to just knock all these things in the head. I personally wouldn't go and buy GLP-1 patches. I wouldn't advise any close family members or friends to do so. I think it's a waste of money at this moment in time. If you are going to require weight loss treatment, again, it's a very controversial thing for me. I believe people who are clinically obese who require it within the immediate future, by all means go on it. The aftercare with GLP-1 pens is pretty poor within the UK. I'm not too sure about the US, but the fact is that people are so focused on reducing that weight so quickly, and then you'll be like, oh well, I'll use it as a kickstarter. The common phrase, I'll use this as a kickstarter and get going. I'll get going on something that I've not done for the past 35 years, and all of a sudden I'm going to magically enhance this motivation out of nowhere. You're not going to. And especially when you drop that much fat, all the leptin, etc. is drained from your body, and you've had all these results without any input whatsoever. How are you then going to pick up and go, do you know what, I'm going to go and work hard in the gym? And people think it gets easier when you go to the gym and you look in a certain way. So for example, me, I'd say I'm probably within the higher end of people who go to the gym. Going to the gym for me, which I'll do after I've recorded this video, gets harder and harder, because when you first start off, you see a lot of benefits from little inputs because you've started from a very low baseline. If I were to go today and basically kill myself doing a workout, I'm not going to see that much benefit over the next couple of weeks or so. I might see a minuscule difference over that time, but it's me setting my expectations, like I keep saying, for decades ahead as opposed to a few weeks, and that's when you do see the rewards of your hard work. I'm 31 now. A lot of people, even in my cohort now, in probably late 20s to early 30s, you can still see the big difference between their health and my health. Mine is not the best biochemically, a lot of that is genetics, but I'm open about it. I'm open about how I go about things. This is definitely not the way to go down. I've ended up not reacting to this video. I've ended up using this as a launch pad onto other things related to health and well-being and fitness. But genuinely, if anyone has any videos where they feel it's controversial health-wise, I've focused the last two on GLP-1s because they are still a topic that come up, and I'm not too comfortable with the way that people are using it as freely as go and get some sweets from the shop. I think it's a bit too casual for my liking anyway. But like I said, any videos that you want me to react to, by all means send them across to me in a message, comment. And as always, if you've got this far, thanks for watching. I hope you've taken something from this video, but do not buy these. Go and do the classic routes of health and well-being. Sleep at least 8 hours a day. Go and eat a balanced diet. If you can't eat a balanced diet, try and supplement them from reputable sources. Go and do some exercise. Focus on mobility, aerobic work and strength training. How that looks for you is going to be your baseline. Go and do just a bit more than you normally do in your baseline, and you will see the rewards. Just don't sit there and do nothing because you feel paralyzed by all the information. Again, if it helps, you can always reach out to me. I will always give you a bit of feedback, a bit of advice. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.